Training Camp 2023 presented by American Airlines is off to a great start here in Oxnard, California, but it wouldn't be a complete training camp if we didn't get to sit down with the Hall of Fame owner, GM, and president of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones. And Jerry, opening ceremonies today, it's always a special occasion. Salvation Army was on hand. Tell me what that ceremony means to you every year that we've been out here.
Well, the fact that you have the throng of fans of all ages, 5 to 95, and the fact that you have it right there where the live action is going to be, and these young guys are going to help at that point build this team. But they're involved. In this camp, we had about 100, roughly, Salvation Army young players that are going to be our helmet carriers. Well, many fans will remember, but there was a movie done about a helmet carrier that carried Mark Tuinei's helmet back 30, 40 years ago, because to get to carry the helmet off out here at training camp has a life of its own and has a lot of meaning and history to it. So it had that kind of touch, along with, guess what? NFL is here, training camp's here, and the Dallas Cowboys are here. But what's really special here as well, and what's special out there, I've got long sleeves on. Look at you. You've even got a sport coat on.
Got a little sport coat.
It's probably 2 o'clock in the afternoon here. This is stealing. This is cheating.
It is.
We're out here playing football when you ought to be burning up in football this time of year. Well, what it does mean is we're going to get a lot more repetition. And if we'll use it, a lot more repetition than our competition. And that ought to make us a better team.
Got to love hearing that, and a thrill of the lifetime for the Salvation Army children that were involved today. But one of the big storylines of training camp, of course, is always Dak Prescott, but he turns 30 this weekend. And tell me how much he's grown at the quarterback position for you guys since you drafted him back in 2016.
Well, I think that's the right interpretation of being 30. He has dramatically added to his awareness, his judgment. He has actually physically become stronger with his throwing. He has learned to use his legs and his feet placement so that he can lever. You see him doing those warm-ups. Well, that warm-up is throwing that hip into that ball when he's stepping. All of those things are he's aggregated and evolved to a higher level. That's a big deal. Somebody's been asking about, well, he's 30, but he hadn't won a Super Bowl. Such and such won it at 27 or 26. I don't know, but I don't remember what I could do at 27 that I couldn't do at 30, or what I could do at 26 that I couldn't do at 28. And a matter of fact, I was not only doing it as well, I was doing double. Whatever it was, I was doing. My point is, it has nothing but pluses for us that he's 30 years old. And that isn't looking just at the best side of it. That's a fact. He's playing this year. Talk to me 10 years from now and we'll talk about his age a little bit.
I like the way you said that one and set that up. Let's talk about the running back he's handing the ball off to this year. Tony Pollard, of course, first year without Ezekiel Elliott. But what makes you think in the skill set of Tony Pollard that he can carry that load and really lead this team on the ground?
Well, I think the better reply or the better vantage point is how can we afford not to have him with the most touches with his skill level. It's about, again, what Tony Pollard is, not what Zeke wasn't or what the other guys wasn't. We need the ball in his hand, and we'll have more first downs. So I think it's time that he have those kinds of opportunities. The good news is that we're going to put a lot more variation in who all else may have some miss them or have some ability to create. And we've got some other guys that we're going to be getting the ball to. In doing it, it'll help Dak's accuracy and help him get rid of the ball. So all of this is a part of a plan to get the ball out quicker, get the ball out with less pre-snap decisions on both the receiver and the quarterback.
Lots of excitement on the offensive side. Same thing can be said defensively. What is the ceiling for this Cowboys defense in 2023?
I don't know now that we are attempting, and I think have, plugged up the middle. I think by doing that with the excellence of Mozzie Smith and with the players that we had on hand, I think we've really gotten a step to a more formidable, more dependable to make the key stops against the San Franciscos at the right time.
Jerry, it's always a pleasure getting to catch up with you, especially whenever the weather feels like this
I agree
out in
with you.
Oxnard. And looking forward to the season. Good luck along the way.
I can be a football player in this kind of weather.
Ooh, I'll keep you to that.
Hand me my mint julep.